Hey there everyone, my name is Strifium and welcome back to another Misfits Racing League highlights video. In this one we have the Tier 2 racers, it's round 1, it's the Australian Grand Prix, and this was an absolutely explosive race.
But there we are, the qualification for the first Tier 2 race of Season 4. Jake takes pole by 9 thousandths of a second ahead of Neon. Scars takes P3 and joined alongside him on the second row of that grid. It's Crampy, his teammate in the other Alfa Romeo. Swifty picks up P5, so a Red Bull 1-5 in qualifying, followed by the 2 racing points in Jones and Relax respectively. Hurricane in P8, XTXP in P9. Azir rounds out the top 10.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights here, Unicorn. There's a drive-through penalty for Hurricane. He's taking a jump start. That's the last thing the Ferrari squad needs, but he's going to take advantage and he's going to lead this field down into turn 1. Jake and Neon wheel to wheel coming down into the first turn. Neon leading the Swedish driver through. That's the McLaren leading ahead. The Ferrari having to serve a drive-through penalty. That is Neon in net lead of this race off the line. Crampy is right behind this action. He's received a little bit of a bump through turn 3. That might have come off the Red Bull of Swifty looking for damage. It was Jones in the racing point that hit the Alfa Romeo, and this has been an explosive race start for Tier 2 Unicorn.
Looks up the inside, but obviously not really the best place to make a move. You want to get the good exit out of here, and it looks like the Williams has got just that as they go side by side out of turn 12.
I got to take your attention to P11 for 10 right now. It's Kai Bacchini on an absolute turbocharged move. He's really pushing through on Henry coming into the 11-12 chicane. They go wheel to wheel. Henry gave him the squeeze. Kai got ahead into the chicane, and he's gone wide and he's gone around. That is Kai Bacchini off outside of the chicane. There is fast movers coming by. Is he going to get back on circuit? He has missing a very large portion of that front left wing.
There are a lot of drivers as Jake now around the outside of turn 3 looking for P1. He's not going to find it. Neon giving a big squeeze, and now Scars, just what we were talking about, people being brought into fights. It's Scars now as the 2 vie for the lead.
To do right now, he's applying pressure to Neon. Neon using a little bit more battery. Henry right now, he's had an issue. He's had a big spin. He is in the circuit looking the wrong way. He's trying to get that car spin around. Traffic coming through. It's going to be Cotters moving ahead of him now. He's fallen all the way to 15th position, and Azir and Relax have had an exchange. Swifty's had a spin coming out of 13.
With so many cars close together, if these guys were to finish like this, that's the loss of a podium. If this was lap 29, as Scars just bins it straight into the wall.
That's a huge retirement. Fast movers coming through here as well. Relax avoided him. XTXP is coming into the pit lane as soon as he saw it. The safety car has been deployed because this is a very hard traction zone right now. Aliens having a little bit of a shake. Does this expose him to Darian? Well, I can tell you right now, they're both exposed to Jake. He had a fantastic exit. Neon not giving him any room to breathe. And we're already heading straight down into turn 1 with an absolute train of epic proportions. There goes Jake out of turn 2. No, and he is retired into the wall. He's looking the other way. That car is in the middle of the circuit, and all of this grid is going to pass by that Red Bull, and that is the last thing the Swede wanted in this one.
Kai still behind in P15. Looks like the inside again now.
Oh, that was a beautiful move from Kai Bacchini. Unicorn, he forced an error out of him, but I have to say, Weltering's in even deeper trouble as Henry on the softs is barking up his rearview mirror right now. Kane and Azir coming into turn 1 and 2. Azir putting that car right in Hurricane's way, making sure he doesn't get the move into turn 1 and 2, but Hurricane doesn't care. He is along the outside heading into turn 3 ahead of the Williams. Azir holding on the inside. Where does Hurricane land in this exchange coming through turn 4? Azir has to run off the track. Hurricane has the position, and that is the Ferrari into 6th.
Off too much longer for the McLaren. They've probably exhausted at least
Neon now
half of their lap.
Neon now wheel to wheel with Darian coming through 13 right now, giving Darian a very good squeeze on that inside right now. It's exposed him to Crampy, and here comes Relax. Will Darian fall 3 times?
Yeah, well, speaking of Ferraris, Hurricane now looking up the inside of the racing point and joins his teammate in front of the Pink Panther, and well,
that's the last thing he
Relax
needs.
Wants to be doing, because now the 2 Ferraris are going tooth and nail. Hurricane getting past his teammate didn't make it too difficult for his teammate, and now Azir as well. He's coming past in the Williams there. His teammate down in 17th right now, so he's the only Mercedes in
Liam.
his positions ahead of them.
Oh no, he got caught on the inside of the wheelbase trying to overtake into turn 1, and that has unfortunately hooked him around. Now he has fallen into 17th position. If he is able to move himself further into that top 10, Azir has an issue on those worn tires coming out of the 11-12 chicane. XTXP and Kai Bacchini move by swiftly, and we'll have to see if Kai has it in him to take XTXP into turn 1, as we are now just 2/3 of the way through this race. Here we go. Kai Bacchini wheel to wheel with XTXP down the pit straight into turn 1. Easy as you like for Kai. Not a lot that XT can do there.
But
puts him and Weltering equal.
Yeah, he's going to get the switchback. He's looking for it now. And he might have just found P8. He's going to have to defend around the outside now.
Swifty. There's been a wheel tap between Ben and Weltering, and Swifty just went around the outside and said, thank you very much for that lovely fight. I'll take a position as well. 1 out of 22 for Season 4. Here comes Ben on the inside now. Adrian, not a lot he can do against the DRS, but he's going to do what he can later on the brakes. Is this going to be the overtake the Renault needs? What a defense coming out of Adrian, and he holds it for now. Swifty on Adrian. Adrian has a slide coming out of 11-12. He's trying to squeeze off the Red Bull, but the speed is just too much right now. He's using that battery. Coming into 13 now. On the inside, he's on that outside. He gets a bit too much curb. Swifty on the inside. What a sheer overtake of power and ability from Swifty.
Has managed them as well. How many battles they've been in since that safety car ended, and here goes the Williams looking up the inside down into turn 1, and the carrier speed on the final corner makes this no contest, and the Williams is just absolutely breezed by into P9 to podium 2. But it might be close. He needs 2 seconds, Neon, to beat Hurricane. It's currently 1.9. Neon's going to cross the line.
Crampy, there it is. Crampy after the penalties come across as they cross the line will take the win here in Australia. Around Albert Park, Hurricane, after having served a drive-through penalty, comes 2nd position, and it's Neon rounding out the podium finishers for this one. That wraps up the Tier 2 racing highlights for Australia, guys. We hope you enjoyed them, because next week we've got more. We're going to Bahrain, and you can join us live Wednesday, 8 p.m. GMT, 3 p.m. Eastern. Of course, check out our partners in the description. Next Level Racing. Fantastic sim racing rigs. See you guys next week.